Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. In today's show, Camera Tuesday, we're gonna talk about DJI Pocket 4. So let's dive deep into it. Now first, this is a unique type of hardware which DJI popularized. Yes, now there are clones, but you have to understand they are like almost pioneer. Like action camera is pioneered by GoPro, so same thing happens. So this is a very unique offering. The offering is that it's a equipment made for point and shoot crowd. Right now we have amazing cameras like A7 Mark V, but these are brutal camera, hard to use, difficult to use. And trust me, I went from Canon 800D DSLR going to this. I'm like, damn, the camera fights with you. It's like, no, this setting will not work in this way. Like, again, I was trying to do long expo. I still do not know how to heck I'm supposed to go to bulb photography. Just cannot, oh, and I turned it on. It was just not going. So it's very difficult. The menus have like menus with some extra menus. So there is quality there, no discussion about it, but complexity is extremely painful. So what if, again, point and shoot used to be a big deal in early 2000s to late 2010, I would say. But now we have reached a point there is nothing for point and shoot crowd. So this hardware is targeting that. That's why it does not have 10,000 buttons and 50,000 settings. It's a very simple point and shoot for those sort of systems. And the idea is very simple. You are shooting while you are still in the moment. For example, you went on some sort of outing with your family. You can have this and you won't be like, okay, I'm setting up, I'm doing it, and you miss the moment, as in like, I do not know how this moment went, to like, hey, I'm in the moment, I'm like capturing things are fine, everything is being captured. It's almost like why people gravitate to a 360. You want to be with your kids, with your family, with your, like what you're doing, the outing, quote unquote, it has to go through this, not going through a screen like your mobile phone was. You have seen, right? Tourists, like everything they are seeing through the mobile. They're not seeing through the eyes. So this sort of equipment is bridging that. It's like, hey, you want to capture it? Cool, capture it. But it does not need to be in front of your face. So, and quality will suffer when you are doing this, like especially if I'm compared to this puppy, like 24 to 70 G Master Mark II lens. Yeah, of course it's not gonna matter. But here's the deal. This is one thing you have to understand. Where the heck people are consuming the content? That's it. The end. Go home. Meaning, at this point in time, I keep saying this to people, like, don't buy APS-C nowadays, because you will be shocked how underwhelming it looks. Not because like physically it's not good, it's just that mobile phones have become good enough. And again, it's not that hardware is good, it's just that AI painting is good. That is like, does not, but we're like, oh, I can tell that. Of course you can. If you are trained for it, if you are looking for it, of course you can. Most people won't. Like if I'm seeing like, this footage in this puppy, for 4K 120 FPS, of course I'm gonna tell the difference. But in this, I don't have time for that. So what they were focusing on, very simple, point and shoot crowd, and good enough that if you're watching on your mobile phone, it's a good memory. Even on a big screen, it's good. The memory is there. That's the precious part. The memory is there. So it's watchable on phone, and the price is 68,000. Now, again, it's a decent chunk of change. It's not cheap, but it's not bonkers high. And not to mention, GoPro cameras are also reaching this sort of price. So at least it's offering something unique. So this is Pocket 4. Now, what they have changed from Pocket 3 is basically they added 2 new buttons. That's how you know there's a customer-centric system. What do you want to do? Zoom? Okay, here's a button. But again, it looked odd if you did not had another button, so they add another button. That's C, that's custom button, program whatever you want to do. So, and you can see that, like, that's it. There is one record button. Oh, by the way, record button in DSLRs used to be very simple. You press that button, video, it will record. In stills, it will record. But in this, no, press this different button for video. I'm like, oh. Again, these are small things, but I have to say that I feel it. Whereas like back in the days, cameras used to just press the button, record, go. Now it's like, okay, have you checked your astrology with your alignment stars and all that? It's like, why? Button works, go. Joystick, button, go. Zoom button, custom button. So it's very simple, and they have a SSD inside, which is very new. So it's a 128 gigabyte SSD, and 107 gigabytes of that is available to you for recording. Now, so far so good. Okay, there are things that, but this made me very happy and very angry at Sony. This puppy has USB 10 Gbps. Okay, cool. My camera claims to have USB 10 Gbps. Yeah, this puppy has 800 Mbps read out speed. This puppy will poop itself going above 600 Mbps. It can't even touch that. And yes, my cable is right. Yes, the Sony is working right. Yes, my computer is right. And yes, I have checked the what you call USB handshake. Is it actually handshake at 5 GPS or 10 GPS? It is handshaking at 10 all the way. It just does not work more than that. And the easiest red alert for me was the moment I set this camera to streaming, it directly drops to 5 GPS. The hardware is 5 GPS. For some reason, they had the chip or handshake for 10 GPS. This actually utilizes that 10 GPS, meaning you cannot have 800 megabytes, capital B, of speed on, basically 5 GPS connection. That's maximum 625. So this can only be possible if you have 10 GPS connection and interface that can use it. And that's why I'm saying it's SSD, not micro SD card. The fastest micro SD card, average one, would be 80 Mbps. I've seen someone that claims up to give or take 200 Mbps. And unless you are using the new edition, which is like basically PCI Express, only Nintendo uses it as of now. That does go higher, but I don't think this has that. So 800 Mbps is damn fast. Oh, not to mention it has USB, and they're like, hey, what if that USB has display output? Ta-da! Now, does that matter? Yes. If you, I use this camera for my live stream. Where do you think this is where the camera stands when I'm doing live streaming? This is the TV I'm saying. It matters, trust me. If you can see yourself, your life becomes much easier. This is like, ta-da! Why squint your eye at this? You can just have a USB output. And I'm pretty sure even if you're like, okay, my monitor does not support it, I'm pretty sure a hub will also work. Or you can buy that HDMI to USB-C, it will work. DisplayPort to USB-C, it will work, it's cheap. So that was like somebody put some effort into it, the USB-C. The interface is there, the display output is there. That's good. Like somebody thought about like how easy it would be. Like, does that matter? Remember back in the days, every handycam, point and shoot camera had the ability to broadcast in your TV. That's what they are trying to bring back. It's like, hey, go and see. We keep forgetting that a wireless looks poo-poo. You want to have mobile phone quality and you want to make it ultra poo-poo, send it via Wi-Fi. You would be shocked how much compression happens. So having a USB-C, it's a next best thing you can do. And fundamentally, they have a cover. I do not know why, but again, it's not fully waterproof. It has too much moving parts, but okay, it has a cover for SD card. Does have better Joy-Con, which Nintendo does not listen to that, but they're like, hey, we're gonna improve it. 4-channel audio, which is dying. I was overexcited about that. I thought like I'm using DJI Mic 3, and DJI Mic 3 with Sony cameras can do quad channel recording. And I do not mean quad channel in memory, quad channel in the movie audio, as in the movie file you're gonna open in your Adobe Premiere or DaVinci Resolve. It will show you 4 independent tracks, but it does require you to have MI hot shoe. I did buy MI hot shoe. I think that was one of primary reason buying Sony for me. I did not want to deal with analog system, turning on, turning off, none of that. So I thought that, but no, it is like, okay, you can have 2 transmitters, basically 2 of these puppy recording and onboard microphones. So it has 3 microphones. It will create an ambient sound and store on left and right channel, stereo channel. Like, is there a value to it? Yes and no. If you are doing, like, let's just say you are a couple and you're going into some valleys, there is a river, you'd be shocked how loud those things are, especially if you're coming from a city. They're loud. Like, they're loud, like 24/7 kind of loud. So if you have, like, have this system, this is capturing the ambience, this is closer to your mouth, so your volume is there, that is there. So ambience is independently controllable. That shut up, take money. So having that adds value to it. 4 clear channel does not matter here because it's true 2 channels, but again 2 independent channels while you also have an ambient mix. Shut up, take money. Wi-Fi also have been upgraded. They are also measuring up to 80 Mbps, which I'm pretty sure is micro SD card. And again, this is the only brand I've seen like, hey, we have Wi-Fi. Hey, this is the speed you're supposed to get. Like every other company is like, we have Wi-Fi. It's like, no, you don't. What's the speed of it? No, blah, 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 blah. Like this camera, 10 GPS. What's the speed? Barely getting 500. And again, you might look, okay, what if my CFast Express, compact flash express card may be slow. Yeah, it's Sony tough. 2 terabyte one. So if that is not fast enough, nothing is. So that's why I do like to understand this. Like DJI really put some effort into it. Like how fast is the transfer speed? And the fill light, they have upgraded that. On top of it, you can attach a fill light. that has been upgraded. Battery is a bit bigger, but not too much bigger, because again, that will go back to the same problem. If you keep making it, improving it, it will become big and bulky. It's like, no, it has to slip into a pocket. Now, what about upgrades? Those are the additions. What about upgrades? Same sensor size, however, it's stacked. Again, I could not verify which is the manufacturer, but so far all the data collaborates that this puppy is stacked. And it has 14 stops of dynamic range. Ignore that. Whenever you're talking about tiny sensor and anybody is using big numbers, ignore it. Surface area matters. If you have a tiny surface area, it does not matter how good your sensor is. Better ISO performance compared to the past one. Does that translate you to looking at it? If you are looking at this, no. If you're looking in TV, somewhat. But do not expect day and night difference. However, where you will notice day and night difference is at D-Log. Now, like, wait a minute. Older one also had that. Yes, older one had D-Log M mobile variant. DJI also makes a cinema camera, so they are like, that variant is far more, what you call, flexible, far more breathing room. So now you get that Pro edition, so to say. Again, I hate this branding. Again, this is DJI's fault. They did not specify that those logs are log M. If you read this, then you'll, oh, that they're log M, this is log Pro. So that is there. That allows you 10-bit. Now, another headache all the older variants is that if you are targeting your equipment to point and shoot crowd, they do not want to deal with D-Log. I had a person like who bought a pro grade Canon camera. I do not know where he had money for, but he talked to me. It's like, bro, I'm so frustrated, so disappointed. The quality is looking poo-poo. I'm like, why? Show me a screenshot. Oh, it was in log file. Trust me, unless you are dealing with it and know it, you would be shocked how ugly it looks. It's like, bleh. So again, most people don't need that. Okay, I'm gonna compress the conversion data chart, lookup table basically, and then put it in a video file, then unlock it, then adjust the color and then get output. I did that mistake trying with this. After a while, I'm like, no, set it standard colors, tweak the setting in the standard color, tweak the white balance in the standard color, done, good, go home. So fundamentally, that's why having better log, it's a good tool, but if let's just say they sell 100,000 units of this, only 10,000 people will use it. But what more people will use is standard picture profile. But previous edition, as in Pocket 3, only had 8-bit. That is a much bigger jump to 10-bit. Now, like, does that mean in future version we'll have more than that? No. We still transmit everything almost at 8-bit. So even 10-bit is like, whoa. And 12-bit, you are reaching a raw territory. So fundamentally, this is as good as gonna be. Like, if you have paid attention to that, nowadays people don't bitch about Sony's color science. That's the reason. Sony tried to compress the color science and they did not succeed as well as they wanted to, from going to, like, real world color to 8-bit. But once they tried to do that real world color to 10-bit, problem solved, same thing. So all modern Sonys have 10-bit video files. So having 10-bit video file nowadays solves all your issue. So this was there, but you had to record log file. You had to cook the file. Now they're like, no, just standard file is 10-bit. Does that translate to better beefy images? Yes, because even though when it's being compressed by your Instagram compressor or your YouTube compressor, it has more data to look through, analyze it, and then compress it. So computers always have the same law. Garbage in equals garbage out. If you're feeding it 8-bit, it's not going to give you a good 8-bit out. If you're feeding it good at 10-bit, it's going to give you great out. You need to give it thick pipe of data, only then it can compress properly. 4K 120 FPS, that's why people are sure that this puppy is stacked sensor. Continuous recording. Now, of course, continuous only means 5 to 10 minutes before it overheats. You are in India, good luck getting even 5 minutes. But if you are in Himalayas and like you're chilling, it might record more. So that's a big deal. Like 4K 240 FPS, which mind you, right now almost no other camera can do that practically, unless like certain specific ones. So that's a big deal. And a pre-register face for priority tracking, as in it has a lot of gesture control. It has to focus on, but here's the deal. How do you do that in public? This is like, bro, what if you register the face and we remember the face? And I'm pretty sure that's why the 128GB SSD only has such a, almost 15-12 gigabytes, I'm pretty sure is consumed just by the firmware. But yeah, pre-register face will require a lot of computation, a lot of memory. So that's the upgraded hardware of it. So question becomes for whom? Because this is not a free hardware. It's not like chump change. There was a time, even digital GoPros, there was a time they were very cheap. Like you could just buy 2-3 of them and just have fun. Now they are becoming bonkersly expensive. So even this is not that, what you call cheap. However, while it is a limited scope, it's in a very narrow alley where nothing else can subside. For example, a lot of people wanted to buy GoPros for one very critical reason. While this camera was really awesome, it was susceptible to water. If you have bought a camera, this sort of thing, in 2010, while the hardware was getting good and if you were doing some manual work, you could get good quality out of it. By 2015, everything was great. It's just that, yeah, swimming pool, no. Your mobile phone go, no. So, but now your mobile phones are becoming waterproof. So it's like, action cameras no longer, now you're like, okay, I'm gonna do dirt bike. Yeah, how many people have the dirt bike nowadays? It's like you're showing extreme and extreme here. So the people who are buying GoPros, they already have GoPros. It's like, upgrading GoPros is the primary sales rather than new people getting into it, because again, younger people are more poor. So fundamentally, mobile phone already consumes so much of your budget. What does this offer? It's a very narrow sliver. In that sliver is that it will not beat mirrorless quality. Do not try to compete with it. Like, it's like, no, just no 10-bit log file, no. It's just like no. But what it is giving you, that's the unique sliceness. It's fun. You point at it. You do not fight with the camera. You just point. And again, it is exponentially better than a 360 camera. That's just physics, mathematical physics. So fun, convenient. Because here's the deal. You can have the best camera, but if it's not stabilized, it's poo-poo. You can have a mirrorless camera, like take a ancient mirrorless camera that does not have great quality and compare it to latest and greatest but does not have good stabilization. Stabilized gimbal like will always have better output. So having a convenience of onboard gimbal, that's sure to take money. And because the footage output is stable, it looks better. So that's the uniqueness of it. Small, convenient, and stable. You cannot meet that. Like GoPro, where are you gonna mount it? So, and phone, like, are you actually gonna hold it like this? That's the whole pain point. They're like, hey, do it like this. And phone will match the quality. Like, it's 1 inch. Nah. Phone can match it. But you have to understand that holding and framing the phone is the most difficult. Meaning in this, you can just have a module that's a tripod. The end. Put it there, it will auto frame it. You don't need more than that. Heck, it will even move with you. So if you are working out in gym, it will follow you. What more do you want? So that sort of ability where it's just like lightweight, fun, it's flat out, uncomparable. Direct mic integration, again, the easiest way to improve any of a vlogging quality, add a microphone. This company does make good microphones. The end. Fast SSD, that means you can actually use the onboard SSD, and I'm pretty sure more people will use that. They will just use SD card as backup if like, oh, I did not delete, empty out my SSD. Now I'm gonna use the SD card. So that's also there. And be in the moment, capture it. That's the epic part of it. You do not have to be consumed by the act of capturing it. And again, as we are getting older, we are realizing we went a bit too cuckoo with mobile phone. Like this whole idea, like you see tourists, right? Like they're taking with the phone. They are not seeing with the eyes. They are seeing with the mobile phone. Even something happens, it's almost like this. Their eyes are not locking in first and then capturing it. It's like mobile phone is capturing it. They're seeing the world through Black Mirror, so to say. So fundamentally, for many people, this sort of equipment does have that niche utilization where it's like, hey, this is fun. This is not like, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do calibration and then we'll do black magic with this. Then we're going to get output. Nah, we good. Put it and shoot. Like again, you can easily put it on a cruise and wherever you are railing, mount it with something and just like have fun. Just have fun. And it will stabilize things. So it's like, have fun. So it has some unique advantage, but again, only by this if you're actually traveling around and moving around and all that. But other than that, it does. Or you can do webcam use also with this. It does do live streaming also. And again, the fact that it has direct USB-C webcam out does have some value. So if you move around a lot, it may be useful. If not, again, if you need it, you need it. Like there is no alternative to this. You can have a full-fledged camera, but again, you can be like MKBHD, it's taking a freaking red camera. Yeah, cool. He makes millions of dollars out of it. So he can do that. You and I can't do that. Like, okay, what if I'm gonna buy mobile phone gimbal? Now you have to worry about extra things and extra hassle. It still won't be as convenient as that. And that's what they're selling, convenience. Don't think about it, just enjoy. So this was my presentation on basically DJI Pocket 4 Hopefully you have liked it, learned from it. In that case, please hit the like button, share it amongst a friend. That will help me a lot. If you didn't like it, didn't enjoy it, I urge you to press dislike, press it twice to show me disappointment. Please leave a comment because I do try to reply to all of them. Subscribe, press the bell icon if you're free, and as always, thanks for watching.